Are you coming back to school with me? We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, my name is Craig Thompson-Wood, your host on Teaching with Board Games, and I am here today to do my unboxing of the OrcQuest Warpath Kickstarter. This is a game which was, I'm thinking if there's another one, like I was going to say it's my most anticipated. I'm just thinking about that for a second to really think, is it my most anticipated? Like, was this the one I was waiting for I was just most eager to get out of all the Kickstarters I've been waiting for? And I would think it is, actually. I've been really, really excited by this one since the moment I bid on it. And I was just like, oh boy, I can't wait for it. And it was supposed to come out in July of 2019. So it's over 4 years late now. But thanks to Monolith Games, they went and they bought out the rights to this one because the original company was struggling to make good on their promises. And so Monolith swooped in, redid the Kickstarter, reorganized it, and what was cool about it is I was kind of like having a bit of like, not buyer's regret, but like not buying enough regret. I mean, there was more things I was thinking, okay, when the pledge manager comes, I really want to get more things. And then there was just so many problems with the Kickstarter. I'm like, well, now am I going to get anything? But when Monolith took over, what they did is they did redid it all, and they just said, anybody who originally pledged is now getting everything, no extra cost. Whatever you paid, you're getting everything. So I think I bought like 1 or 2 of the extra add-ons, and there was quite a few, but now I got it all for the same price. Now you're probably wondering, why are we just staring at this cardboard wall? Well, it's not just a cardboard wall. This is actually, let me just move it back. There's a Space Marine for size comparison. This is the Kickstarter box here. Still not okay. I have to come back even more. I mean, this thing is massive, absolutely huge. Let me turn it around a bit. Yeah, I've got advanced. Where's my finger? There's my advanced Space Crusade. I'm actually I was setting up to do a battle report video, and the doorbell went, and I think I literally screamed because I've known this is coming, and every time it's come, I was literally, every time I saw it, it's like, okay, it's shipping. Oh, it's in transit. I'm so excited for this one. So, yeah, this is as much as I've done so far, is just brought it downstairs. I haven't undone the tape or anything. Like I said, so that Space Marine for size comparison just give you a sense of it. But let's break into this. Okay. Ready to go now, all set up. I'm going to be using a knife very carefully because I want to make sure I'm not damaging any of the contents inside. So I'll just gently slide that outside here. Always cutting out, now is away from yourself. Sounds like pretty obvious things, but yeah, I sliced myself pretty good with X-Acto knives in my day. Not following those advice, like, you know, cutting away from yourself. Now, so what am I so excited about with OrcQuest? The thing that excites me the most is, one is that, like, I like dungeon crawlers, and this is a dungeon crawler, but I like the fact that this dungeon crawler is unique in that you're playing the orcs and the goblins, and you're playing the monsters, and you're going through human settlements and human forts and stuff like that, and your elves and dwarves and gnolls, and there's all kinds of great things to explore in this. But also they have this mechanic for figuring out where things are in rooms and stuff like that, and guards on predictable paths where you can try and, you know, time your movements and things to get around them without alerting the guards. Okay, so this big piece of foam here, a big chunk of foam. That's nice. It keeps them secure. So looking inside now, let me just grab. Okay, so we've got. Yeah, so I'll put this back on the tripod, and we'll take it out one at a time. Okay, so how's this? Oh, I thought these are shallow boxes. They're actually boxes, 2 boxes the size of the whole thing. So that's the first box here, and the second box, and then the big box is now empty. Put those down. Let's look at these. So the first one, OrcQuest OrcQuest Warpath. Okay, so it shows game components, tiles, miniatures, boss. This expansion box requires components from the core box to be played. So this is the expansion box. Okay, so this is the core box here. So that's the core box. And shows what's inside. I don't know if I showed the other one what's inside. Let's take a peek there. Okay. And very carefully, so I don't damage the box, I'm just going to just a small corner there and peel the rest off. I want to damage the box. So 1 to 6 players, 90 minutes, ages 14 plus. So I have no thoughts on that right now because I've never played it, so I don't know. I often find though that these games, they say 90 minutes and it's usually a lot more than that, so my expectation is that it's going to be more. And you know what, while I'm at it, I'm just going to quickly take the plastic off this one too. I see this little ripple here. It's going to be an easy spot to slide it in, so I'll have to get close to the box. So let's open up, this is the core box set. Wow, I hope the miniatures lived up to the hype. The miniatures in the, what they were showing during the Kickstarter and then some of the updates and things look absolutely amazing. But sometimes you get them in real person and they look like they've been carved from warm crayon and just the details are all gone. So Gorbag's Tales. So this is, no comics in there, okay, so just comics. Okay, I was actually expecting like this was maybe missions, and there is. So Sewer Fever, Beast in the Woods, Blood for Blood, Elven Vestiges, and Gorbag's Tales. So Gorbag's Tales are the comics at the end. Okay. There's some different missions here. So there's the Barbarians. That's one of the orc wizards you can play. Okay, kill the 4 dragon saints. Alright. So, yeah, mostly a comic book, which surprised me. I don't remember seeing they're going to do anything about that. This is Cthulhu Orc. This is just a picture, nice picture. On the back, we have this. This is odd. I'm going to just gonna be honest about that. I think this is really weird. So there's a really cool art piece on this side on a nice, sturdy cardstock level paper, and then they have game term summary on the back. So I guess I was thinking they just did this for the art's sake, but this maybe is a just a reference sheet then. Okay, I think the picture just threw me. So the quest book. So a quest book has all the missions in it. Nice pictures, color, artwork is great. Quality of the paper is good. Nice. Okay, the rule book. That's a pretty hefty rule book. Again, I love the art in this. I mean, at least the drawings. Let's hope the art in terms of the sculpting holds up. Okay, and you have tokens here. So all kinds of tokens for different things, which I'm sure will make sense once I actually start to learn the game. And I've avoided when they were putting things out there and saying here's some things you could try it out and proxy your own things, and so I avoided that. I didn't want to do that. So then different tiles for rooms and And for your dungeons, your large tiles, your medium tiles, and some small tiles. So, I'll hold on to these for now. In the middle of the box. My dog's being tough. Okay, so there's a box of minis, and a second box of minis. Let's just put that to one side for now. So we'll start with A first. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so this is one of the human soldiers. So you can focus on that. Yeah, that's an excellent level of detail. It's really nice. The chicken on his shield. Okay. And a knight. Swordsman. You've got some rat men. Now, where you in a dungeon, going in a regular dungeon crawl, you probably have wolves. In this one, you have big Rottweilers. The humans keeping dogs to sniff out the orcs. Guard dogs. And there's another set here. This one's got a plastic cover over the top. There we go. It seems it was childproof, but I figured it out eventually. And here you have the gnolls. So gnolls are like bipedal hyena men. And we have some rats with slingshots. Rat wizards. Elves. Elven wizard looks like. Got like a bunch of those. I was gonna say an elven halberdier, but I think that's actually undead. Yeah, you actually know that to take a closer look at it. Yeah, absolutely undead. The skull design in the chest plate, the sunken eyes. Yes, this reminds me of the what are those things called from Skyrim? The well, those undead Norsemen. I can't remember what their name is there. Maybe if you remember, you can leave me in the comment section below. Okay, so that is set one of the miniatures. This should take me a good couple weeks to paint. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow. So this is the cockatrice, but the cockatrice comes with its own wings here. These wings. Yeah. That's the wings. Push it in like that. Now, okay. Yeah, so once you push the wings in, they're pretty sturdy. Right, they're not coming out on their own, so that way you can disassemble, reassemble. But that's a very impressive miniature. Okay, I'll leave that aside for now. And then you have some, they're mounts, they have saddles and everything. Who would be riding them? I don't remember seeing anybody positioned for riding. But then these green ones here are the hero models. This is the Cthulhu orc we saw a moment ago. Okay, the way this guy's a little bit bow-legged, I thought maybe he was riding. I saw that these things maybe he pegged in and out from there, like, but he seems pretty solid in his base. I'm not going to break him. But this is like a Knoll champion for sure. I mean, Knoll face, and he's really well geared up. But this is the Conan version of the orcs. This is the big bad boss. Yeah, I think these definitely live up to my expectations and hopes of what I was seeing. This is one guy I was kind of liking. Sneaky goblin. Pardon me while I shut my phone off. And yeah, there's that orc wizard we saw in the picture before. Yeah, miniatures are absolutely gorgeous. And it looks like you could use a sandwich. You have female orcs as well. Oh, this is like a hobgoblin with a crossbow. I remember reading about him. For a second I thought he was a human. Okay, another female warrior. Shaman type. Female. Looks like a minotaur or something, I'd say, but face looks more orc. But got the horns and everything. It's a big one. So I love how this guy's using his magic to create this thing above him. That's gonna be a fun one to paint. And last but not least, we have this one. Big ogre troll or something. Cool. Alright, gonna pause the camera here as I get the second set opened. Okay, here we go now with the second box. Now this is going to be the expansion set, so this is a lot of the add-ons and things. So I think what Monolith realized is that by having to, when the original people did, I can't remember, the company did the Kickstarter, they had, you could add all these different add-ons. You pay for this, pay for that, don't pay for this. But to pick all those thousands of orders individually by hand to ship separately and everything, it becomes more time-consuming, more cost, not as cost-effective as just putting it into. You get it all. You're going to get it, you get it all. And so that's what I think they did here, is they just said, no matter what you got before, you're getting it all. And anybody who was pledging now gets it all, right? So anybody who got in late gets it all too. So love this. So Sewer Fever chapter. So this is a whole series of quests and things about the I was going to say about the rats, but then as I go through here, then you have the elven vestiges in the back part here. So there's the rats, and then you have greedy and doomed quests. So I would have preferred, honestly, I would have preferred this to be then Beasts in the Woods. So you have your gnolls and your hyena monsters and things. Oh, look at that, looks so cool. But I would have preferred each one to maybe have been a separate one, because like looking like this as Sewer Fever chapter, I thought this is just all rats, but no, it's several different ones in this book. All right. So then you have Blood for Blood chapter. So this is the barbarians. Okay, and you have the Royal Mine, so you have the dwarves. And then the Death Crypt, so you have the undead. Wings and Claws, so this is where you have big beastie monsters. I can't remember which kind of beastie monsters you have. The Tarrasque. Oh, that's a nice picture. And more cool pictures. OrcQuest, you have the pork enemies. Varrock is one. I don't know what a Varrock is. I guess Varrock is maybe that thing there. Varrock the Gargoyle, yeah. And the Tarrasque. Nice. Alright. Pork enemies, pork bosses. So these are the pig ones. So in this one, let's see, you have a box of minis. Let's put that to one side. And then you have more tiles here. Oh, interesting. In this one, so you have these, you have this for your organization, but they're kept empty now. So I guess once you punched all your tokens, you can put them into here. So that's going to be some figuring out where things are going to go there. And then you have, okay, Horus and Hogun. Okay, so you have the different cards for the different heroes and things. Maybe I'll, where's my knife? Open one of those up, show you how those look. Very carefully. Okay, so Hogun, Hekar, Jekar, Sango, Castellar, Bordis, Morsingilla, Haggis, and Varrock. So I guess these are the Berserker Ogre, Ragnar. So these are the things you'll be fighting. These are the monsters, the porks. Morkilla. Oh yeah, Varrock, of course. Yeah, Varrock was the gargoyle. Okay. Then there's these cards in here. So the cards, box 1, so for the Sewer Fever. So I wonder if they have some dividers in here too. So for the mines, I'll probably just leave these in the plastic for now and open them when I'm going to actually play those expansion sets. OrcQuest. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure how these come into it, but I will find out. I didn't see any of these in the original ones. So you have the Elven Vestiges, the Sewers. So I haven't seen the human ones yet. Greedy and Doomed, Hero Box. Okay. Yeah, nice dice. And the dice are engraved, so they are not just printed on top, which can then scratch off. These are actually etched in and then painted, so these are going to be really durable. Hard to, yeah, losing them is really the only way you're going to mess these things up. Like I said, I don't remember seeing the humans. So this core box, craft, and enchant. So this is crafting with a K, is like what you do when you beat things and are doing well. You get badass points, and the badass points then allow you to upgrade your stuff through crafting. Okay, Death Crypt, Blood for Blood, Royal Mines, Core Box, Event Control, and Boss. So this is Core Box is probably the Humies. All right, so that's those. Now let's get to the good stuff. Get this out of the way. And take some look at the miniatures. Okay, the pink was a little shocking when I opened up here. So what are these? Oh, these are the porks. So they're pink piggies. And this is a, oh jeez, that reminds me of that scene from the original Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He goes to that bar on Mars. Yeah, but the detail in these miniatures is absolutely amazing. And there's a whole bunch of these guys. Your pork halberdiers. Yeah, like the porks was one I was definitely not going to get. I wasn't, the idea of like orc, change it to pork, make them pigs, just, I don't know, just didn't appeal to me. But I do love me some skeletons. Let's focus you. Nice. Bunch of skeleton swordsman. Mummy with a glaive. That's kind of cool. You don't usually see. Well, in my experience, I haven't often seen the mummy, or maybe a zombie. I guess it's a zombie. Too much. Yeah. It's got a mustache still. Just the pose reminded me of a zombie. A mummy. And this guy's looking. Oh, that's probably one of the dwarves. One of the barbarians. Extra lids are a nice touch, but they're actually a kind of a pain. I've already got the thing on top. What are you protecting it from? But the miniatures on top of them? I don't get it. Okay, so what's this? Okay, it's one of those big barbarians. We got a bunch of these barbarians. Looks like some more dwarves. Yeah, look at the level of detail on that. That is just fantastic. There's your mummy. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a more appropriate weapon that I'm used to seeing a mummy with. It's like a club or something. Here's those big barbarian ogres. Oh, is that an ogre? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, compared to a regular human, yeah, he's so much beefier. That's that Ragnar. And here's a dwarven war machine. That's kind of cool. So two of those. Something tells me they're not fun to fight. There's a goblin who's all dressed up in dwarven gear. I'm just gonna piss the dwarves off. Love the witch doctor look on that one. Some sort of demonic work. Yeah. Oh no, that's gotta be the Varric. That's Varric, the gargoyle guy, and here's the Tarask. Impressive level of detail, but you know, seeing as it's all out of one thing, probably going to be very quick for me to paint, which is great. Yeah, one thing about me is when I play, I don't play the game unless the models are all painted. It's one way I motivate myself to get stuff painted. So I'm going to decide upon which mission I'm going to start, which will probably be, I'll find whatever the most basic mission, the humans most likely, and then paint up all the models I'll need for that, paint up a few heroes, and go from there. And then after that, just start expanding out, painting new heroes, and more monsters, you know, to suit new missions and such, and just keep going from there, building up. And that's how I, as I say, how I get myself to get all my stuff painted. All right, so these big cards now. I'm seeing these things, where to put these. Oh, I guess they're going here. There you go. There's a spot down in. Down there. That's where they go. Like so. Okay. So I'll just secure it away now. That's it. Well, you know what, as I say, I'm going to get some stuff painted up for the original thing. If you have any requests, if there's any particular missions or monsters you want me to fight against, if there's any particular heroes you want me to play, if you're familiar with the OrcQuest set and would like to see any particular missions or things, or something that you thought was interesting, you know, you're not a fan of the undead, you want me to do undead, you saw any of those heroes that you thought that one looks cool, you want me to play that one, leave me a message in the comment section below. You know, if you put something down there and say this is what you'd like to see, I will do my best to honor that. And if you have any other questions or anything about this, then please, again, leave me a message in the comment section below. But until next time, I'm your host on Teaching with Board Games, Craig Thompson Wood, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school?